Praise Lord. First of all, I thank you to my Lord Jesus Christ who has given this opportunity to speak with you. My dear brothers and sisters, today I am going to talk in English. I am not so perfect, but I will try to share the gospel in English. So, the people, those who are suffering from the problems and different situations and different kind of circumstance, because every morning I meet some people. We are gathering for the prayer meeting in the Bangalore, and some people, those who are coming from out place, they don't know the Kannada, they don't know the Hindi, don't know other language, but they know little bit English. And for those people, I thought that I should share the gospel in English. Today I am going to talk on three things. These all principles I took from the Bible. And Bible is great book of the experience. Bible is great book for the salvation. Bible is great book for the solutions. And that's the reason I took three things in our life. If you apply these thoughts in your life, you will success in many places. Especially in emotional way, most of the time we've disturbed ourselves. That's no one is reason for that. Only we ourselves are the reason. Most of the time people insults you. Most of the time people neglected you. By talk they hurt you. By their body language they hurt you. By their attitude they hurt you. And you feel that I am not a worthy person. I am not so perfect person. No, my brothers and sisters. We all are unique in the God's sight. And also what we are having, no one is having. Most of the time, I know how to craft bottle and make a flower pot. But is everybody is having that talent? Some people is having the singing talent. Is everybody is having their singing talent? Some people, they dance very nice, very. All people can dance? No. Some people speaks. So same way, my dear brothers and sisters, in our life so many circumstances comes. Let whatever is happen. If you use these three principles in your life, you will never disturb and you will never be hesitated to live a life. So this principle I took from the Matthew chapter 5 and verse 3 to 12. And I always challenge the people, if you have blood sugar, if you have blood pressure, BP, sugar, something, if you apply these things in your life, you will not face the heart attack problems. Because these words teach us how to become humble ourselves. Because 95 disease comes because of our thinking and taking tension in our life, thinking much about the problems. And that's the reason, if we read this and meditate this and apply in our life, so most of the disease will be run away. So meditation is very important, and for this meditation Jesus has given that there in Matthew chapter so many points. So from that points I made its conclusion way 3 points. So first things, don't expect things from the people. Most of the time Why we become unhappy? Why we become so sad? That reason is not that person, but you yourself is that person. For example, most of the time I give these examples to the people as I am pastor, and I am when I visit the some houses for the prayer meetings, and sometimes I imagine that when I go into this house and they will respect me, they will call me and they will ask, Pastor, please come and sit, and hey, give tea to the pastor, give snacks to the pastor. This imagination I take with me, and when I knock the door, for example, the both husband and wife, they are fighting with each other, and when the husband sees me and he scold me very badly, he maybe say, hey pastor, why you came to my house, get out. What I have to think, whether I have to upset myself, whether I should become a sad. Most of the people maybe say that, yeah. No, my brothers and sister, it is not that family's problem, that problem is mine. Because before entering to that house, I imagined that all these things, and I thought that they will respect me, and they will call me, and they will do some hospitality to me. But when I see all these things, do I become sad? No. So first of all, I should not expect things from the people. When I am entering to the any house, I always say to myself whether it will be good, whether it will be bad, whether it will be normal. But in all situation, I will be involved in this all situations. And that time, what happened? Our heart will be prepare ourselves, and he will not fight with you, or he will not become a sad. Because see, this every family is having their problems, and after some time I will accept that it is happened. I will accept that, okay, he has insulted me, no problem. Then I will slowly go into the house and sit down on the chair. Then that husbands and wives anger also come down, and then I ask one glass of water. Then husband goes and he give the glass of water, and he will come and tell that, Pastor, sorry, because in anger I talked to you. And slowly he will tell all the what was the story. So my dear brothers and sisters, as a pastor, I should accept that for this purpose only God sent me to this house, because I am a pastor. If I am following my Jesus Christ, I should take a peace into their life. And same way, after sitting, we have to accept that it has happened. Why we have to accept? Most of the people, maybe incidents may be different, maybe situations may be different. When person not get what he was expected, that time the people or young people or any human person can be make a suicide, because he was expected things and he did not got that thing. So therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to accept that. You will ask again, why I have to accept? Because in Psalm 139:16 it is written that before we take a birth, before one day before we take a birth, God has wrote down our biography. God has written how we will live life in this world. What will happen on this date? What will happen on this date? What will happen on this date? So when God has written all these things, why we have to fight with the God? We should accept that, oh, already it is documental. So therefore we should not be anger, but we should be accept the things and situation. Because already if God has written, God knows what is the next. We are only the character in this life. And we are our director, as our director has said, we have to do like that only, my brothers and sisters. And if you are believing God, God always planned the good things about you. Because you have expected things from the human being. You are expecting things from that family. But William Carey says that expect great things from the God and attempt great things for the God. My dear brothers and sisters, what you are expecting from the people? Because the people only, they are suffering from their own problems. They are having their own situations, problems, and they are suffering so many things, financial, then family problems and children's problems, so many problems. How can they solve your problem? And therefore, my brothers and sisters, every human being is a weak minded people. So therefore, we should not be expect the things from the people, but we should be always helpful to the people. If we are called ourselves as the children of the God, if we called ourselves as a Christian, and that's the reason we should not expect things from the people, and we have to accept whatever it has happened. And third thing, we have to respect God for this all the situation. We have to respect all to God. Why? Because of this experience. My dear brothers and sisters, if you want to become a good leader, if you want to become a one Christian member, Christian man, so you have to respect God. Because if you want to become a good leader, if leader don't have the experience like this, he cannot lead the people, he cannot lead his family, he cannot lead his institution, he cannot lead where he was going. My dear brothers and sisters, respecting God is worshipping God, and worshipping is God. He makes all problems solve in our life, and He is always for us. He knows what is our weakness and what is our strength. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, in our life, we should not be disturbed by anybody, by anything. Because Jesus Christ always says that don't invite the evil thought in your heart. Why you are thinking all kind of these things means we are inviting the wrong thoughts, wrong things. We should be do all the things, whether they are doing purposely insulting you, no problem, you purposely love them. They are purposely scolding you, you purposely give the gifts to them. If they are scolding you, you scold. In your mouth there is a sweet. You give the positive, you don't talk the negative. Because Jesus says that what you will be sow, you will be reap. What you will give, that will come back to you. As we go on the mountain, and if we shout loudly something, one verse like I love you, that love will be come back to you. If you say I hate you, the hate will become, that voice will become to you, back to you. And that is called the mirror theology. In front of the mirror, what action you will do, that action will become back to you. If you smile, the mirror will be smile. If you are angry, the mirror will be angry. My dear brothers and sisters, therefore always be ready for all the situation, and whatever it comes, first of all, don't expect the situation will become like that only. Because when Jesus Christ told to their disciple, let us go beside that side, beside the other side of the sea. My dear brother and sisters, Jesus already told that we will go aside of that. What we have to do? We have to just keep our faith. And we see that The disciple did not know that the storm will become. This story we see, this incident we see in the Luke chapter 8, 22 to 25. What will be happen next they did not know, but they fully depend on the Jesus Christ. And when the storms and this water was disturbing them, that time they shout, but they forgot that Jesus Christ is in their boat, and they are telling Jesus Christ, we are perishing. Jesus Christ did not came to kill the people, but he came to save people. They should believe that Jesus Christ is there and he can solve. But one thing they have done, they went to Jesus Christ. We know that they are fishermen. We know that they how to swim. They know very well how to swim. But then also they did not depend on themselves. They went to Jesus Christ. They request to Jesus Christ. They asked, save us to Jesus Christ. And after we see that the greatest storm, Jesus Christ stopped with the greatest voice like a lion. My dear brothers and sisters, my God is with me. So don't worry. In our life, anything will become, any problem will be happen. Be always happy. And in the end, they see that the storms are stopped. And Jesus said, where is your faith? Why Jesus asked this question? Because Jesus Christ in verse 22, he already said that let us go to the other side. This year also, Jesus is telling, let us go 2022, 2021. So already Jesus Christ told, we don't know what is the future, but Jesus Christ is in your life. Jesus Christ is in your boat. And therefore, my brothers and sisters, you don't expect things from the people. Expect great things from the God. Accept whatever is happen. Good for your emotional training. Because most of the time we become a physical powerful. We become educational powerful. But most of the time we fail in the emotional powerful. And that's the reason. Accept whatever insult. How many insult will become? I will see. I will stand like a wall front of that all the situation, and I will fight with that situation with a humble way, not with anger, in a love. I will forgive them, and I will show the love of the Jesus Christ to them. And don't expect, accept and respect God for this experience. May God bless you in the coming days. May the God lead you and guide you and always be with you. Thank you so much.